Hey everyone, welcome to another Halo Reach commentary. My name is Job, and first of all I should just start off by explaining why I haven't made a video or commentary in a few weeks. It was mainly because of that. I've had a cough, very bad throat and ear infection, chesty cough, all that sort of thing for the last few weeks, so I've been ill, not been able to do much, but it's also given me a chance to play a hell lot of Halo Reach, so I've built up quite a good well, reasonable catalogue of games to show you, such as this one for example. This one was fairly early on, probably in the first day or two perhaps of playing the game, so if my DMR or whatever is a little bit off, that's why. I just saw there I was spamming the trigger quite a lot because I still hadn't got used to the sort of pacing your shots thing. I still was in Halo 3 BR mode, so that's what it was. This is a Headhunter game on Countdown. Now this was one of the first games I had on Countdown, and this was when I sort of wasn't very impressed with the map. I thought this is a bit, it's a bit of an awkward map to play on. But now that I'm actually playing on it a little more, I really like it. Actually, I think this was one of the best maps on the game. It's just when you play Big Team Battle on it, for example, then yeah, it's completely crazy. But you know, that's Big Team Battle for you. Anyway, Headhunter, this is actually one of the few games of Headhunter I've actually played, and I really enjoy Headhunter. I'm surprised more people don't play it more. And that also is one of the very few triples I've had so far. Nearly get the overkill here, and I think I just kind of got greedy. I probably would have actually ran away at that point now, because I've actually learned to run away quite a lot more with sprint. I'd advise that like considerably. If you are low on shields or low on health or whatever, going into a battle, DMR battle, needle rifle battle, whatever, run away. Just run away with some sprint. Now, if you're in a position such as that, where you know you're low on shields, you turn around and the guy jumps on you, there's not much you can do about that. You're going to die. You know, that's what people have to accept, because there is going to be a great tenacity within people that every death is a catastrophe. You know, it's the Call of Duty mindset where KD is a big thing, and I heard many other people talk about this. Kill death ratio in Halo, although it is obviously important, as you know, it's an FPS. Of course, it's important. It's not the be all and end all like Call of Duty. So, a lot of people, including myself, have got that mindset, that Call of Duty mindset, where if you die a lot, it's really going to damage your team. Now, unless you're playing Team Slayer, in which obviously it is. It isn't. In Call of Duty, pretty much no matter what game you played, if you had a bad KDR, then there's no point. You know, there's no point you being on the team basically, because you're just going to let them down. But if you're doing what I do here, now this is a great thing. What I really enjoy doing is if you just pick up one skull, just keep going to the checkpoint. Even if you only have one skull, just do it, because you're helping your team out. If you're close to a checkpoint, get it. Why the hell not? I mean, obviously, if you're on the other side of the map and there's no checkpoint there, then obviously I'd accumulate a few more skulls. But you know, if it spawns like that in front of you, then just score it, because you know, at the end of the day, it could come down to a final few skulls. You know, if you're level on 24, if you hadn't have scored that final skull, you're lost. Now, this was pretty poor actually. I think this was the guy was very obviously there. I could see his skull mark, and I think actually I really can't explain that actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of an excuse to do it, but no matter, I got revenge there with a very nice assassination. And this is why I like actually objective. The only problem with objective is so far is there's a lot of big battles game types, big team battle game types, and by that I mean, you know, games on Hemorrhage or Spire, or you know, the big battles. Now I'm not a big fan of that. Hemorrhage, although it is a very good map, it's a good map for vehicle fights, you know, tanks, ghosts, mongoose, raids, whatever. It's not very good for big DMR fights or sniper fights, well, because it just doesn't work. You know, for now at least it doesn't anyway. Bear in mind, you know, that this is before the first update has come out, so I prefer this kind of fight. And if you get this game type, you know, or this similar game type, Headhunter on Countdown, then yeah, it's great fun. And as I was saying, that the one thing I really like about objective is most of the time you are going to get a good game type. You know, for example, Oddball, Headhunter, even Capture the Flag. But obviously that's with a preface of getting a good map, like a Countdown, like Zealot. Not to say that it's a good map. I mean, I do think the maps on this game, actually, most of the maps on this game are actually pretty poor so far. Whether the DLC comes out, whether Bungie imports custom-made maps, you know, remakes, whatever, into the game in the future, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's at the moment just a case of sort of experimenting to see what works and what doesn't. You know, so that's why there's I think that is probably why there's a lot of bad maps. You know, I mean, I don't think many maps are actually bad in general overall. Fact, there's none of that. Oh, as far as I can tell, anyway. So it's just that the fact that they don't work with certain game types. Now, I actually, just to let you know, did see that guy. I just tried to juke him. He lied. So yeah, as you can see, 21 and 12 to 12 at the moment. We probably wouldn't have got that score if I say it probably would have been a little bit closer if I hadn't scored them few goals. You know, so it can make a bit of a difference. Not much, but you know, it could all be different. It could have been completely different. You also may have noticed I've died a few times. I don't know exactly how many times it's been, like 4 or 5, 6 times. But what I tend to do, so I'll just move my mic up the way. What I tend to do is I don't go for beast gameplays, you know, where I go 20 and 0. That's the kind of game I'm going for. I go for games where I, you know, maybe go 20 and 5, like this, for example. This is 19 and 6. You know, they're kind of sort of entertaining game types. Now, when you go 20 and 5, they tend to be entertaining. I mean, obviously, not every game you get where you go 20 and 5 is going to be entertaining, but you know, it's a good mix of almost kills and good kills. And obviously, if I do get a game where I go 20,000 kills and 1 death, then sure I will, and I'll be sure to keep it. But a very nice way to end the game there with a very nice assassination. I will have more Reach gameplays in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to rate, comment and subscribe and all that jazz.